everyone, I'm Lauren from Voice, and today I'm joined by Jules Robertson, who is an incredible actor in both TV and film. And today we're going to be talking about his experiences in both of these areas. So, Jules, tell me a little bit about you, both professionally and personally.
I'm an actor, and I've started acting. I've been acting for a number of years now. I did a few courses, and then some short films, and I was on Holby City for 6 years, and then and I did an episode of Endeavour as well, and now Midsummer Murders I've got an episode of that coming up, so I'm really excited about.
That's very exciting. Tell me about your role in Midsummer Murders. Can you tell me?
He's a suspect who collects toy cars, and he's sort of destroyed someone's the murder victim's windscreen. The detective thinks it's him, and they think it's him that sort of they think that he's the obvious suspect. But did you watch Holby City as well?
No, I haven't seen Holby City, but tell me a bit about your role and your character on that.
That was a porter. I played a porter called Jason, and he was the nephew of one of the consultants in the hospital. I had a wife and daughter on the show as well, which I could never handle in real life. I got married as well in the episode in the series, so it was quite. It was a really great 6 years. It kind of Holby City sort of was like a family really to me, and I'll always have fond memories of it.
Absolutely, I bet. So then tell me about Love.
Yeah, Love is about a guy called Oscar who is autistic, and he's looking for I think he quotes lines from the Streets, the rap group, and he's looking for a girlfriend, and he is always sort of misunderstood by the public, but he means well. He's very different from myself, I think. So when we were first filming it, I didn't think it would lead to much. I didn't really think it would be the commercial success that it's become.
Yeah, and so how you mentioned that Oscar is different from you. So in what ways?
He's sort of more not as high functioning autism as myself, yeah, that's why I think he's different.
Yeah, and what was it like for you playing a character who was different from yourself?
It was quite difficult, actually. Just remember thinking, when he said certain things, I just remember thinking, gosh, I don't think I would like that. I think I felt really, you feel really bad for Oscar because he didn't know, he misunderstood Daisy's friendliness towards him.
Yeah.
I think we've all been in situations like that where we've hoped for something that cannot be. And I thought the ending was very sad, ending, because you really feel for him at the end. It's very moving. It really took me by surprise how well the film has done. I'm very happy that it's doing so well.
Yeah, and Gemma told me that what you just said, and she said that you had told her that you didn't think you could be a movie star because you'd never seen anybody like you in a main role on the screen.
Yeah.
So how does that feel now that you can convey that and be that for other people who might have been in your position?
Oh, it just feels really good. It shows that that actors with learning disabilities and autism can achieve a lot, just as much as people with no diagnosis at all. I think it's great that the days of the years of like Rain Man and Forrest Gump, and that's all that's all ancient history now, because people are now realizing that there is autistic talent out there in films, and they just have to look for it.
Yeah, Absolutely. So kind of getting into that a little bit more, what was it exactly that made you want to be an actor?
I think I just always enjoyed. Well, I thought I was quite a theatrical person. I liked going to doing. I really enjoyed doing drama courses and
Yep.
acting courses, and I really loved watching all those Steve Martin movies, which I love. And then the great Steve Martin helped me become. It helped inspired me to become a great actor, I think. And then I did a course at Regent's University in Regent's Park, and then after that I did another course at Central Speech and Drama in Swiss Cottage, and then I got my acting job with Holby City, and then Endeavour came after that, and I was doing Holby, and then yeah, now Midsummer Murders.
So also what would you say, what's it like being an autistic actor in both the TV and film industry?
It's very exciting working with different people, and especially being part of the Holby family for 6 years was really nice. So all the people there were really nice, and of course it can be when you've got certain when you have got autism and Asperger's. Sometimes you need some time to yourself, and it's important, I think, to let people know on set that you might need some time in your dressing room, and you might need to go and have a sleep or have some rest between takes, because some of the days can be really long, and it's quite hard to be talking. You don't want to use all your energy when you're offset. You want to reserve the energy for when you're acting. So it's quite nice to take breaks in between takes, in between scenes, if you can. It's a very interesting, it's very exciting creating art and going into a pretend world, and it's very nice, actually.
So what was the experience of shooting a short film? How was that different from a long running drama?
The budget wasn't as big,
Yeah.
so you weren't able to go and have as many breaks. Because I remember when first year we started filming, it was just so full on. I had no rest in
Yeah.
between takes, and I just was very stressed about the whole thing. It's a good question, and I'm trying to think of the best way to answer it.
What was the question, Jules?
How different being on a film set, making a short film is compared to being on a TV show.
I think you had to manage your time a lot better on the short film as well, didn't you? Because you knew you didn't have a large window of opportunity for rehearsals, and so you had to be more disciplined, I think. And that's the difference with a short film.
Yeah, and you haven't got as much time on a short film.
Yes.
Yeah.
So. And was it different to that? Because Gemma said you were in pretty much every scene, obviously, that they filmed.
Yeah, it was not easy. It was long. It was nice though, filming in Highgate and filming in using the EastEnders set when we filmed the cafe. That was the EastEnders cafe, and I think now this has been a groundbreaking performance. So I think that this movie could break boundaries in terms of how people can people can understand. I'm glad that I think everyone can know a bit more about autism, but I think the industry is slowly getting better, but it's not quite where it needs to be, but it's improving a little bit.
In what ways do you think that this is going to be a groundbreaking short film? What is it going to change for people?
I hope it changes the stigma and the attitude around autism. I just hope that people really like the story as well and the character, and because I think he's a really cool character. You never think that these things are going to happen, but sometimes life can take you by surprise. Sometimes, joys of life actually, when good things happen unexpectedly, and even when we start, I don't know. I never thought that that we would get this far with the movie. But I'm really happy that because I think it was an interesting story, and I think people liked the story and enjoyed the journey that Oscar took the audience on during this 15-minute movie. I think there were some very, very funny scenes, but also some very serious scenes too.
So my next question is, now that you've kind of starred in a film that's done so well, you obviously mentioned Midsummer Murders, but what's next for you in your career?
I think I want to just do more TV and film and possibly a stage play. And I just want to go into musicals, actually.
That's exciting. What's your dream role?
I want to play Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar. Yeah, it's one of my dream roles, and also Chabert in Les Mis. That's something I'll be looking into. And also I want to just make it be in another movie, I think. Be in a thriller or a comedy. And continue my acting.
Can you just kind of talk to me a little bit about diversity and inclusion? Just kind of talk to me about that in terms of hiring actors with learning disabilities.
I think that directors and producers need to do more research on actors with disabilities, because so often they're just too lazy to do that. They just want to get the project made, so they don't look into it. I think actors with autism are good enough to play characters with no condition as well. But also having actors with the condition playing the character with the condition is better, because it's not good when actors, that neurotypical actors, go into character pretend to be sort of have these conditions. It just doesn't look good anymore.
Jules was saying yesterday that basically he just he wants to get rid of this taboo that that people with any disability can only go so far, and that whatever they put their mind to, they can achieve it. And the fact that, Jules thought he wouldn't be a film actor, but look, he's done it. And that's what he wants to show anybody with any sort of disability, that whatever role that is put in front of them, they can do it.
I didn't think it was possible for me. I didn't think there'd be any opportunity for me to do this. So I'm really grateful that I think this movie will lead to more opportunities for me, and I hope that it helps other autistic actors.
And also it opens it up for screenwriters and script writers to say, we don't need an able-bodied actor to portray somebody with a disability, but there are enough actors out there.
But unfortunately, that's still going on, unfortunately.
Yeah.
My kind of last question is, it kind of relates back to everything that we've talked about, but what is your favorite thing about representing the autistic community on screen?
I just like having a voice. I like being able to show people, look, this is how brilliant autistic people can be. And, we are out there, and we're very talented individuals, and we deserve to have a platform as well. And it's really nice to be sort of like, I don't know, a spokesperson or an ambassador for this sort of thing.
So then what is your advice for any young people, or just anybody in general who might want to get involved but is worried about the industry?
I mean, they don't know how the industry is going to treat them. So I think just believe in themselves, and to follow my lead, hopefully. And it's very easy as well sometimes to get down on yourself and not believe in yourself. But I think just to have self-belief and believe that they can get there. It might take time, but hopefully they can do it as well.
Thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
That's great. Thank you.
I really enjoyed the questions too. They were good questions.
Perfect. Well, thank you again.
Bye, Lauren.
Bye.
Bye.